Happy Saturday. It's a day of Saturn. It's a day to put aside all of that, to banish, to extirpate all of that which sets us back. It happened. We kind of knew it would, much to our chagrin and much to our warning. Yep, the attack on Iran has begun with Israel and the United States doing airstrikes. Already, 40 girls were killed at a girls' school from dropping debris. Right. Iran has countered with airstrikes at American bases and, of course, at Israel. This is what's going on, and it's not good. We knew this was going to happen, though. Don't get me wrong. This has happened before. A lot of us warned when the Iraq-Afghanistan debacle began. So what happened? Thousands of Americans got killed, right? For no good reason. Just to screw things up. Regime change. We know how that doesn't work, right? No, not at all. It doesn't work. At least when we do it, it doesn't work. So he thought he was going to go into Venezuela, snatch Maduro and his wife, and that was going to bring regime change. No, all it did was help him pirate a little bit of oil and steal the money. Where's the money? Yeah. How come the money is not all in the U.S. Treasury? How come the money is not all getting funneled back, all of it funneled back to Venezuela, which is what it should be? Yeah. These guys are idiots. They're idiots. The POTUS is easily swayed by whomever gives him a little action. Give him a little rhythm, and he's swayed. You know why? You know why? Because he's weak. Because he's not a strong leader. And a strong leader is not what we need. What we need is a strong Congress that puts a strong leader in place and then a judicial that tells him to fuck off. We get some of it. We're getting some of it. We need a lot of it. We need it all the way across the board. This Iran stuff is bullshit. It's a distraction from the corruption and from the Epstein debacle that's been going on. Yeah, it's a distraction. It takes everybody's mind off of it. And then half the Congress or more approves of this bullshit in Iran. This bullshit. Yeah, it's a bad regime. Yeah, Islamic fascism is bad. Yes, right. American fascism is bad. Israeli fascism is bad. Oh, you want to argue? I'm not going to talk about the IDF and the BB gang. No, I'm not going to talk about that. If you do some reading and some more unbiased, all sources are biased to a certain extent, but into some more objective sources, you'll find the corruption, you'll find the evil and the genocide that's been perpetrated. Now, our country, the United States, is no stranger to genocide. Look what we did to the native tribes that were here when we showed up. Look what we did. Look what we did to the buffalo. Oh, you could say, well, they were in the way. No, we got in the way of them. Millions of buffalo slaughtered. A complete food source for the Plains Indians. Well, we couldn't have those guys wandering around chasing buffalo. We had to turn that all into useful, exploitative farmlands, which we did. Now buffalo are getting slowly reintroduced in different places. Maybe as farms disappear. We don't want to see that, but I think it's going to go to more industrial urban farming, more indoor, outdoor, actually in urban communities quite a bit. And that would be good. That would be good. If there was a farm in every other backyard of sorts, that'd be good. Grains can be raised in certain areas, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, now, Canada has already supported us in this ridiculous debacle, okay? Great Britain, the UK, has planes in the air. Who else is coming? Of course, now we've got close to 800 bases all over the world. I forget, I didn't do the base count in the Middle East. Here, I'll be back. Here we go. There's at least 19 military bases of the United States in the Middle East. Many of them are taking hits. Yeah, of course, we have air defense systems. We have Patriot missiles. We have all kinds of air defense systems. However, there's a lot of speculation that we only have 7 to 10 days worth of missile surplus. Yeah, that we'll be out of ammo. Oh, gee. Well, as usual, the grift doesn't take care of our national interest business. Now, not that I'm upset about that. I think it'll be great. Then maybe we'll back off and GTFO. And that's what needs to happen there. Is there a strong enough, large enough, powerful enough resistance opposition in Iran right now to make a regime change? Because the regime change really has to come from within, from forces that are present in that country and region. If it doesn't, that's why they killed off the Kurds. Yeah, that's why the Iranians destroyed a lot of the Kurds, because the Kurds are anti-Ayatollah bullshit, right? To a great extent. Kurds are a very independent, autonomous people. And, their native religion was taken from them. Yeah. Their love for Malak Tau, the peacock angel, has been replaced by Islam. Well, I'm not here to knock Islam in particular. No, Islam, what do you want to call it? I'm not here to knock Christianity in particular. I'm not here to knock Judaism in particular. I'm here to knock all the Abrahamic religions. Now, there's no question that within those religions there are sects that are completely peaceful and completely egalitarian. There are. So what? These religions are the scourge of the world. Millions and millions and millions of people have died in this religious crap that has gone on for millennia. No. Now, last topic, tribalism. Okay, so we saw the recent events, with the Winter Olympics. The women's hockey team won the gold. The American men's hockey team won the gold. Wonderful. Okay, great. On a sports level. Here's the problem. You got the fucktard FBI director at the goddamn Olympics getting drunk in the locker room with the hockey team. Okay, well, that's cool to party. It's cool to party. But it's not cool for a guy like that in his position to be doing that. No, he should not be doing that at all. He shouldn't be over there watching that stuff on our tax dollar. Hell no. He's got a job in the FBI. Thing of it is, he's not competent. Right. None of those guys are. The DOD guy, the DOW. God. They're all fucktards. And they need to go. And now they're going to cost us hundreds of millions of dollars at least. When we run out of ammo, there'll be a scramble to the defense contractors, right? Yeah. Okay. So the war is going to benefit the defense industry. It's going to benefit the oil industry primarily and some of our commerce. Now, here's the thing. You get to raise oil prices. Doesn't this kind of stink? This kind of smells bad, doesn't it? Maybe the business plan here was to strangle the Straits of Hormuz, cut off supply, raise oil prices significantly. Yeah. So OPEC could start making more money again. So the Russians could start making more money amid, which I think is an American bunch of crap. That we want to help Russia instead of completely funding and supplying Ukraine so they could end that damn war. No, but that's not going to happen. Meanwhile, Israel is working its way with us again and again and again. AIPAC needs to be run out of Washington and their money thrown back in their face. Yep, that's what needs to happen, folks. Sorry, I'm not a big Zionist. I'm not super pro-Israel. I don't think that a group of people, an ethnic group, racial group, whatever you want to call it, religious, multi-sectarian group of people has the right to go into a place where they haven't been in power in 2,000 years and where they never were in widespread power throughout the Levant. No, they don't have a biblical right. They don't. And besides that, most of that stuff about the early conquest and Joshua and Moses who didn't exist and Abraham who didn't exist, all these guys that didn't exist, is all bullshit. It's all myth. And it doesn't give anybody the right to go in and exploit native populations. I don't care who, where, when in the world. It doesn't work.